a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
Welcome to LDL Discourse, where we discuss Rick Riordan's role as our godly parent.
I'm Raye, from Cabin 12.
And I'm Charlie from Cabin 13.
And I'm Robert from Cabin 9.
Hey, yo!
Meddling kids.
Shut up.
Stop saying hey, yo.
I was like, is there something else to this intro? Because in the other one, we're following the path, and this one, we're just from a cabin. And so it's much shorter, and it didn't feel right, but then... I was like, no, that's it. That's it.
Hey, send tweet.
It's all good. We're all here. We're just from cabins, and it's Robert, the damn something page.
The damn media page. I've rebranded. Hey, listeners, you might have known that I was the damn meme page for a while. But my goal for 2026 is to attend the season 3 premiere, and you can't really do that if your username is the damn meme page. So, going full force into the new year, making YouTube, doing a bunch of content, actually sticking to it this time because I've said this every time that I've been on a podcast, and then I burn myself out and get tired, and I don't do it. But hi, yes, Robert, damn media page, he, they pronouns, they, he pronouns, whatever tickles your fancy. Do you have any specific questions for this episode?
Well, wait, I have a question now.
What's your question?
Is the Detective Pikachu hat still part of the branding, or is that fully gone?
So I figured that Pikachu could not be, is not compatible with the Disney brand, so I can't wear the Detective Pikachu hat anymore.
Mm-hmm. No! You need a new hat, though. I think the problem is you need a new hat.
I mean, part of me is like, maybe I need a new hat. Part of me is like, I don't know, maybe I'll just rock my hair the way I rock it. It's not a huge deal. Mac and I have made jokes about throwing a funeral for the Detective Pikachu hat.
I mean, you did do the picture in the sand, right? I know that happened. It was very dramatic.
My retirement post from being a meme page was me putting the hat in sand at Montauk Beach and being like, I'm retired, we're done.
Yep.
And I say that even though I keep making memes that do very well, but like, fuck, can I
you
do
still
something
do memes,
else?
But you know, media is just so much more expansive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Robert, how you been enjoying the show so far? How you liking it?
I've been loving it. I was never I like season 1 pretty fine. But even I have to admit that season 2 so far has been a huge improvement over any of the little issues that have been in season 1. I think the pacing's a lot better. I think the exposition's a lot better. I think, character delivery, like character line delivery is a lot better. And this isn't the shade, Walker or Leah or anyone like that, but baby's first acting role when you're like 12 years old versus a couple years later when you've had a little more acting under your belt makes a huge difference.
Yeah, relatable, understandable. Everything gets better with time, right?
Including murder.
A lot of things do.
Murder gets better with time, yes. Correct, Robert.
It gets better with time because if you got away with it, the more you got away with it, the more you don't spend time in jail.
What's the statute of limitations on murder?
I think that's one of the few crimes that it's like statute of limitations is forever. It's either they catch you or you die.
Dang it.
See, my brain's still going to the Ace Attorney thing of how the hell that worked. And I think it was like 20 years or something. So even though it was a murder.
But Ace Attorney is just Calvin Ball.
Yeah, Ace Attorney's wild. Hey, y'all want to talk about Clarisse blowing up everything?
Yes.
Was this an accurate title?
She blows up things a couple of times, but really the blowing up at the end of the episode wasn't even, well, I mean, it was a result of her choices, but it wasn't something that she did.
I was gonna say I think the answer to this is in Annabeth's whole speech about small choices. So yes, Clarisse did blow up everything because of the choices that she made, but it was not literal.
But I do have issues with the way that Annabeth is assigning blame to herself. It's an understandable impulse, but also that's not how I
get into that. and how that works, because boy howdy,
Oh boy, howdy.
relatable stuff.
So I guess, arguably, Clarisse blew up everything.
Yeah, somewhat accurate. And this episode opens up with the characters have come to the hideout, which, okay, do we remember where this was in the books? Was it Charleston?
Maybe? I don't remember it being like in a sewer system though. I remember it just being
No,
like
it was not.
hidden offside of like a lake or something.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like, yeah, near a beach. Like this is technically still near a beach, so Clarisse could get to them, and then they had the Hydra and the Monster Donut and all that shit. But this, I like the sewer system aspect of it because that makes sense to me, honestly.
Yeah, it's a good hiding spot. It's fine. Yeah, no issues.
Annabeth like takes out the little stuff that they had from it, and hey, look what's in it. This fucking bracelet.
Little bracelet.
The bracelet of ghosts.
I have problems with the fact that this bracelet managed to survive several years just being in the same place, like in a sewer system. Like, you would imagine that the water would carry it away at some point, or like some.
The water is literally carrying it away in this episode, and yet, how is it still here?
Divine intervention. It's fine. Don't worry.
True.
It's a haunted bracelet. I think that's the answer.
Well, one could make that argument because Thalia, who is, perceived dead throughout this series, is sort of haunting the narrative of Percy Jackson right now.
Literally.
She's haunting Annabeth, but her soul is in a tree, so
yeah.
Not literally.
The tree's haunting my narrative. And so as she's like, oh my god, it's still here, then we go to our flashback with younger Luke. He's got a hoodie. What?
I need to say,
young.
This was impeccable, like, costuming.
Yes.
Just to have Charlie Bushnell, like, put on a hoodie and, like, brush his hair a little to look like the little emo bang. I'm like, yeah, perfect. That's how you age a man down 5 years.
He's baby.
I honestly thought they gave him, like, hair extensions or something, because it looks like he has a little bit more hair in the back, too, when he takes off the hood later. So, yeah, I mean, I think they aged him down pretty well, just by giving him a different haircut and some grimier outfits.
You know those meme edits where it's like Star Wars, but every time Obi-Wan Kenobi's on screen, sexy back plays? I want to do Percy Jackson, but every time emo Luke's on screen, it plays Evanescence Bring Me to Life.
What the
just come for this man's life. He's just a little guy.
He's so fucking emo.
He is.
It's so funny. Especially later, like, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but later when he's like, oh, you mean cult half-blood? I'm like, okay, Mr. fucking emo.
Yeah.
I see you raging against the machine.
Where's my shirt that says cult half-blood on it?
No, I'm gonna look on Etsy right now. That has to exist already. Hold on, cult half-blood.
Luke and Thalia are trying so hard to, like, raise this very small little girl, but are also the edgiest of teens currently.
I'm obsessed with this because, I mean, it's so interesting. We didn't like recast anybody for, like, their younger versions, whatever, that's fine. But then we have young Annabeth. She's tiny as hell, and I want to protect her at all costs. And
I love that the fandom affectionately refers to her as Baby Beth.
Yes.
Cute.
I didn't know that. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, it's Baby Beth, it's Leia Beth, and that's it. That's all we got so far.
Amazing. We do not have a real Monster Donut nor a Hydra in this, but we do have references to it with our cereal that I need to be released. I want to know how it tastes. Disney, you have the money. I'm willing to pay for it.
Why not? Yeah.
Make a deal with Kellogg's because it's the goddess Kellogia, right? That's so funny that they made that reference.
I know for a fact, like, the little bit of copyright and, like, whatever law that I know is that there had to have been a meeting between Disney and Kellogg people to be like, can we make, like, poke fun of, like, make reference to Kellogg?
Can we use your branding? Yeah.
Can we use your branding? Like, there had to have been money exchange, there had been meetings, there had to have been lawyers, and, like, I refuse to believe that throughout all that, Kellogg wasn't like, why don't we just make an actual Monster Donut cereal?
Right.
Sometimes cereal companies are allergic to good ideas. So we'll have to see. I listened to a cereal podcast.
What? This is new lore I'm learning about Raye.
It's called The Empty Bowl. It's a monthly sleep news serial podcast They make it very relaxing on purpose so that you can fall asleep listening to it and just think about cereal.
And then you wake up and you're craving cereal. I understand.
So yeah, they tell me about all the new cereals that come out and stuff. So I know all kinds of things about the cereal industry now.
Oh, which means, Raye, you know about the lore of John Kellogg, don't you?
I know some history. I know about his anti-horny campaign.
Yeah. If people eat cornflakes, they won't want to touch themselves. That was his ideology.
Do you tend to want to touch yourself after you eat cornflakes?
I can't tell you the last time I had cornflakes, so you know what? I don't know.
Me neither.
Cornflake, man. But also the point was to have the blandest food possible because people are made excitable by like sweet or spicy foods or like highly flavored things. So he would be disgusted and horrified by what the cereal industry has become.
Oh no, something has flavor.
Yeah, imagine.
Fuck. Moving swiftly on from that.
Yes.
I love this cute design. I love that it has the Hydra on it. It says Monster Donut. The cereal is Monster Donut. That's cute as hell.
And that's where we get the bracelet from. So, we are tying it into the plot, even though, it can't actually appear, the Monster Donut chain.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm for one, I'm kind of happy they didn't do it because like the book associated Monster Donut is sort of like a Starbucks parallel, and Starbucks is kind of these days. So maybe let's just step away from the reference. This is honestly, out of like all the things that have been changed from the book, this is the one thing I've seen people complain the least about, which I'm really happy about.
I was gonna say, like, when we read that chapter like forever ago, I feel like I was like, this could have been taken out, Rick. Like, this
it's really not a necessary scene.
Exist whatsoever. But this is the way it is used here. Very well done. Very cute. We have our prize inside, and Rick's like, here, have this, Annabeth. This is a protective charm. It's magic, It's from the goddess Calagia, goddess of stealth. Which lends itself to my Annabeth is Annabeth is a rogue. Annabeth is a rogue, guys. She's always been associated with stealth to me, so it works.
She's a rogue. She has her invisibility cap. It's really funny how later on Annabeth will get the invisibility cap, which actually makes her invisible and gives her stealth. So I kind of is it still foreshadowing if we've already seen the Yankees cap?
It's not narrative foreshadowing, but it's a full circle moment.
It's a reference to it?
It's
a
like a callback.
Prophecy?
What's the opposite of a callback? Because it's not, you're not calling back you're calling, maybe, I guess. Sure.
Okay. What we actually need to talk about is Thalia and how cool and badass she is and how much I love her.
Okay, her design, peak. I would say the only thing missing is an undercut, but that's just because I've always pictured Thalia with an undercut.
That's just because you're gay.
And gay. She could always get it later. Like, it could always happen later. And she looks pretty badass right now.
I trust fully what Tamara and the production are doing because, like, a huge reason why Tamara was cast. Is it Tamara or Tamara? I keep forgetting.
I don't know because I haven't heard any. Actually, I did watch the podcast.
I think it's Tamara.
And I don't know.
I think it's Tamara. I'm going to go with Tamara. If it's not, please forgive me. But part of the reason she was cast was because she had originally worked with Lance Reddick, the original Zeus, in a different project. And when they were casting and looking for Thalia, Lance's wife pulled Dan and John aside. They're like, listen, there's this girl who worked with Lance years ago who I think you guys should look at. And the second they saw her audition tape, she was like, oh, she's perfect. For any of the fans who want to be like, why is Thalia British? She's just British. Like, deal with it. That's really it.
Isn't there some kind of lore that somebody has mentioned about it? It's like, oh, mom's like a Hollywood star or whatever. Like maybe they moved there or something.
Perhaps.
Like maybe they moved to Hollywood.
It's a very easy thing to make work.
Maybe she'll lose the British accent like Sadie does. Who knows?
I sincerely doubt it. But it does work very well. I love her so much.
I gotta say that when
punk Brits.
I gotta say that when I originally saw the next time I'm Percy Jackson at the end of season 3, at the end of episode 3, and I see Thalia crashing through a window, I'm like, don't tell me that's how we're gonna be introduced to her. Like, oh my god, she's so dramatic, just like her dad. And we get a dramatic Thalia coming, they're following us, but it's not as nearly as dramatic as her crashing through a window.
No, that's just the best I think next on Percy Jackson we could have gotten for her, though,
Mhm.
is her just crashing through a window, because it's like, oh my god, it's her. She is that crazy. She would do that. So she thinks that it's the monsters or whoever, and guess what? It's Grover. And she when she'd flip him on the ground, she beats him up a little bit. She's like, wait a second,
He's fine.
I'm just here to take you to camp.
Yeah.
It's all good, guys. I'm just here to
helpful.
protect
I'm a little guy. Yeah.
So
I'm
is
the
this
baby.
where Annabeth learns the judo flip?
Oh god, I love it.
Grover, his design has not changed because, he wouldn't have aged much during this time period, which is a detail that I enjoy.
They did put some makeup on him that
Well.
aged Aryan down a little bit.
Right, but,
He would have. I did the math on this forever ago. So if we're going by the book lore in that they age half as much,
Mhm.
they age for every 2 years, basically. He said he was 24 last season.
Mhm.
So 24 divided by 2, he should look 12. Okay, cool. And this was 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's 17 divided by, you should look like 7 or 8.
Oh, well, he doesn't look like that.
So
doesn't.
it could
You also
be
got-
different lore, but I don't know.
You also got dangerously close to that really toxic thing that a bunch of older men tended to try and make rationalize, be like, oh, I know I'm older, but if you take half your age plus 7, that's the lowest you can date. I'm like, no, stop that. You're just trying to justify dating literal teenagers when you're 40.
I literally heard that joke on an older lesbian was saying that on a YouTube short that I watched the other day. Ridiculous. Can people stop? It's so creepy. Anyway, Percy and Tyson are chatting on the beach. Tyson fixed up the boat because of course he did.
'Cause he's
And
Tyson.
he's kind of upset about how Annabeth's been talking about Percy. You're not a danger. You're my brother. You're awesome. I love you. And all that shit. Percy's like, prophecies are weird. I don't know what to tell you. The last prophecy said I was gonna lose my mom. You saw her. She's fine.
Mhm.
I love how he says it though. I was gonna lose the person most important to me. And Tyson's like, oh, Sally.
Yeah.
He knows.
And I like how it's not played as a self-deprecating, oh, I'm not the most important person in your life. No. Also the most important person to Tyson is probably Sally.
Yeah.
Because she's perfect. Yeah.
She perfect. She best. We all love her. And then Percy is like, I learned something else too. You want to know what it is? Come here. Burps in his ear. Brothers.
Yeah.
They're cute.
That's very clearly what they're doing there is emotionally manipulating us into appreciating their brotherly relationship, and it works so fucking good.
And then Clarisse blows up some shit.
Hey, Clarisse, blowing people up isn't a good way to convince them to help you. She's going for the intimidation role, I guess. And I mean, that's fine, but man.
Yeah, she comes up on her little dinghies with some of her soldiers. She's like, you guys, tell me where the coordinates are, or I'll kill you, basically.
Yeah.
Basically,
I have the authority to kill you. So, and Annabeth is like, excuse me, we know shit. I know about the Odyssey. Percy can do Poseidon shit. Tyson can fix your boat. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so what I'm wondering here is, so they had that little covered vessel, but I'm guessing that that's a lifeboat of some kind. Is that not, viable to get into the Sea of Monsters, and that's why we're trying to get onto Clarisse's ship?
Well, no, it blew up. She blew it up.
Yeah, I'm whether or
She
not it was
blew up their
viable doesn't
tiny
matter
ship.
anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it didn't matter.
was
Sorry.
taking notes, and I did not see that the boat was what blew up. I thought that she was just firing at them. Okay.
She blew up their fucking boat.
I
They
did
don't
not
have a
even
boat
fucking
now?
notice. Oh my god. Okay. Well, now, retroactively, some of this scene makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah, so they're like, well, let's just work together. But she's like, excuse me, I have this guy, and I have this guy, and I have this guy, and this guy's an actual Argonaut, so we got
I
this.
fucking
We
love how
got
she
this.
knows all of her guys' names. Clarisse and her crew, I'm obsessed. After this episode, holy shit.
I want fanfic of them now.
Yeah.
I want fanfic of them all being besties after this.
I want fanfic of them making it to Elysium after this.
Oh my god.
Mitch.
Mitch. It's
Rip-
the only
rest
guy
in
whose
peace,
name I
Mitch.
remember, unfortunately.
Mitch is the best one, okay?
Oh, Mitch. Mitch is the
so,
Blockbuster guy for all of our
He
listeners.
is. He's called Blockbuster Mitch, I believe. He's credited as Blockbuster Mitch.
Good.
I think
Good.
so, yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know if you know, like, I don't know if you noticed what Mitch's weapon is throughout the past two episodes.
I pointed it out last time. It's his price gun.
Yeah, which I
fucking
thought was
love that.
funny.
Yeah, it's very cute.
He never gets to shoot somebody in the eye with it, which would have been a great distraction. Like, you know what? You know what should come back is that Clarisse should somehow find it and then she uses it later. I want it. I'm just saying. I want that to happen. But it won't.
So Clarisse is not going for their deal, so Percy challenges her to single combat, to steal her bow. And Annabeth's like, I have a different plan, actually.
You know what? It's great, actually, because
it is the most roguish thing I've ever seen her do.
Honestly,
my question is, do you think that this was always like going to be the kind of the plan once Clarisse and her men stepped on the beach?
That might have always been the plan, honestly, because like Percy and Annabeth are always like thinking like that, you know? A little bit like, okay,
Percy seemed surprised though. And they didn't know which guys to assassinate until Clarisse literally pointed them out. So
true.
It seems more like she was thinking on the fly to me.
And she just stabs them all to death. Yeah. And it's like, they're dead anyway. Don't worry about it. Sorry.
It's still so sad though. She loves them.
Upset.
Love that they dust instead of like, because they're technically, I guess, monsters, so they would dust. Yeah.
They're undead.
Owen, are you listening? This is lore.
There's so much lore. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So she's asking around. She's like, "Hey, can anyone help? Mitch, I just do inventory."
yes. I fucking love it.
I want fan art of Mitch. Everybody, send me your fan art of Mitch. Okay. He's great. So they gotta work together. Everything's good. Aye, Captain. Captain LaRue.
I love that Tyson is also saluting when Percy does that.
And he's just sort of, it's a little creepy when he's just like standing there in the background not saying anything. I'm like, oh, we need a little more movement. It's looking uncanny valley.
Yeah. So we go forward. They're all in the boat. Percy and Clarisse are arguing about how to deal with Scylla and Charybdis, which Percy can absolutely pronounce.
To be fair, up until this moment, I thought I was pronouncing Scylla correctly, but no, apparently it's Scylla.
Either way is fine.
It differently. So I want to say most of the like more correct Greek stuff is actually going to have the harder like the K sound instead of for C's.
They don't have the soft C. So I think that Scylla is technically more historically accurate, but also we don't actually know how ancient Greece was pronounced anyways.
Yeah.
And
like I'm pretty sure Kirky is technically how you're supposed to pronounce that. Kirke. But you know what? Whatever. It's pop culture things have kind
of one of those
destroyed
things.
Everything. I go with Scylla.
I don't know if you all noticed, but they also, I think they for the first time say the plural of the word Cyclops in this episode, and they say Cyclops instead of Cyclopes.
Oh, how dare they? I didn't even think about it, but like I would always say Cyclopes, so it's in my brain.
I've said either one depending on what I remember to be true, because I have no memory. It's like octopuses.
Octopi, excuse you.
Cyclopi. There we go.
Yeah, but I also really like how, they're arguing and then Annabeth is coming down and they're like, Annabeth, tell us which one is more stupid.
Percy, you're so funny.
Both of them, because they're not Annabeth.
So, while they're having this argument, I'm like, Percy, you're dumb. Of course you have to go between Scylla and Charybdis. But then, he's like, why couldn't we just sail around? And I'm like, oh, that's actually a good point. He should be thinking like that.
He makes in the book, too.
Yeah.
So... And they're like, you can't. That's literally how you have to enter the Sea of Monsters. Whatever.
Yeah.
His idea, it does make sense. Like, Scylla has to, come and grab you, and we don't know where she is. So why don't we just hit Charybdis? Technically, makes sense. But
Annabeth's right in that it is a much more risky endeavor.
She's like, why don't we just go the Odysseus route? So here's my thought on this. So we know that Annabeth is the Odysseus for the Sea of Monsters. My personal take here is that Clarisse is the Eurylochus. For those of you who know the Epic the Musical.
Yeah, it kind of fits.
And also Greek mythology.
Yes. but still. Like, literally, listen, she's backed by the crew, okay?
Oh, yeah.
It feels right to me that's how that would go.
That's the guy in the myth who, like, unleashes the winds, right?
Yes, he does.
Well, he does in Epic. I don't know that that's canon to the mythology.
I believe he does in the mythology as well, but
I am not certain that is true.
He is definitely the one in the mythology that does form a coup, regardless.
Yes.
So,
and he is the one who decides that they should kill the cows of Apollo.
Yes. They're not going to do here because they don't have that shit. But they go with they're tentatively going with Annabeth's plan because, she's the smart one. And Annabeth pulls a Titanic here because she's so dramatic with this bracelet and she throws it into the sea. And then it ends up right back on the ship. That's a little weird.
I was like, why? Who is doing this? Like, I was still assuming divine intervention, which it still could technically be, but actually, there's a creature out there.
There's a creature.
It's a feature of the creature variety.
And we go back to our flashback with the whole gang, and, Grover's trying to convince them to go to Cult Half-Blood. And the others are like,
every time young Luke's on screen, crawling in my skin. Especially, there's like the later. Well, we'll get to the warehouse scene in a second, but like there particularly, he was brooding the entire time. I'm like, okay, we get it. You hate the what's it called? You hate the status quo.
Yeah, Grover's like, hey, this is a breath of fresh air. You have a child with you now, like a literal baby.
Mm-hmm.
And
things are only going to get worse. So you need to think about her like life and future.
Yeah,
but they are not going for it. For now.
And Grover, like, crouches down. He starts talking to baby Beth. And she's like, oh, well, Thalia's strong and Luke is fast. And oh no, I lost the bracelet. Where did Kellogg's charm go? And yeah, that's where the flashback ends and the bracelet appears again. Be doing this.
We might as well talk about this bracelet now, given that now we kind of know what the deal with it is. I mean, I guess she hasn't quite explained why she blames herself, but by this point, I'm like, oh, I see why you blame yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it's a change that works because it allows them to show and not tell to the audience how Annabeth blames herself for what happened here. Like, in the book, the explanation is that Annabeth's presence slowed them down, and they were always heading to camp, but because she slowed them down, Thalia ended up getting caught and killed. Here, we're like, we only decided to go to camp because I made this dumb mistake and went back for this bracelet and got into danger.
And it hadn't been the first one she'd ever made either.
Right, no, but this is a critical junction because they were going to leave Grover and like that opportunity would have been gone after that. So, yeah, it is a more concrete thing, and it is something that I think is easier to communicate to the audience. I think that it works great.
We have a cute little scene with Percy and Tyson where Percy's steering the ship, he knows all this water stuff, and Tyson's like, I want to know how to do that. He's like, maybe you'll learn how. I didn't figure it all out until
Tyson almost just seemed excited for Percy. He does mention, like, I wonder why I can't do that, but he's like, oh, you have a thing because of Dad, that's so cool. He is so
he is
appreciative
proud of his brother, but he's also like,
Percy.
Man, I want to be able to do that too.
I was also so excited about Percy positioning system.
Yeah, and Tyson's like, oh, we're going really fast. I should check on the boiler room. And that's where I'm like, oh no, Tyson. Don't do it.
I mean, it is his job.
Finds the bracelet, starts playing with this random bracelet he finds on the deck, and Annabeth's like, where the heck did you get that? What are you doing with that?
Oh, I got it from Rainbow, and it's like, ah!
Yay! Rainbow!
What? We don't fully see Rainbow, but Annabeth
we do
it back,
in a minute. Yeah.
And we see a little bit. We see
Rainbow like fully jump out. Like I count that.
Okay, I thought we saw like parts of his scales or something.
You see like the top of his body and like the head and everything.
Okay.
He looks clear enough to me, and I was very excited. Tyson's playing fetch with his new best friend.
He is. So Rainbow's amazing. And flashback, Baby Beth decides, I'm gonna go back for this fancy bracelet. Runs into not one, not two, but three Cyclopses. And boy howdy, that's some scary shit.
They don't emphasize the speaking with other people's voices thing as much as I kind of would have liked, because that was the thing that it's really fucking scary in the book. It's really unsettling. And obviously she's traumatized by that. And they did not focus on that here. You know, clearly they are doing it and it's part of the trap, but it's not like as big as I would want. Personally, not that the scene doesn't work fine as it is, but you know,
they talk like Luke, they talk like Thalia, like, oh, what are you doing out here? You're gonna get us in trouble. Then they appear, and it's like, okay, they're doing it, but it's not as scary as like, I mean, we haven't heard Annabeth's dad yet, so having the Cyclopses, whatever, having them talk in her dad's voice wouldn't make sense narratively because we haven't heard it, so it's not really a callback, you know? I don't think it would make sense.
We know about Annabeth's dad, and so if you heard a man's voice and she said dad, like that, I mean, I don't think it would be overly confusing or anything.
Shout out to the casting that was recently announced.
Oh.
Ray, do you want to hear? Do you want to hear about the casting? Because we know who Annabeth's dad is.
I don't pay attention to anything. I don't know shit.
No, Ray doesn't pay attention to anything. I want to know. Do you want to know? Because I am very excited.
Yeah, I would.
About it.
The likelihood that I will even know who it is, though, very low.
Okay, have you seen Rent?
No.
Have you seen The Flash?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna cry. Because that's all I got. I don't know what else he's been in. But it is Jesse L. Martin. He was the dad in The Flash, and he was one of the guys in Rent. So...
Is he very handsome, is what I would like to know.
He's handsome, yeah.
You know what? I think I would count him as Dilf Frederick Chase. I think I'd count it.
Stop that right now. Stop that right now.
Canonically, he's a DILF, as we've talked about.
That's canon to this podcast.
Autistic DILF dad, Frederick Chase. So Annabeth gets more emo than fucking Luke in this moment. She goes to the bottom of the ship. She's thinking about this bracelet. Then Percy comes. And that's when she talks about it to him because of course, Percy is everybody's therapist. Didn't you know? Percy will talk to you about all of your problems. And this is where we get the whole, like, the choices thing. Like, she made, like, the tiniest little choice and went back for this bracelet. And that fucked everything up. So when a choice to end his days comes around, I think some shit is gonna, happen there.
It's quite interesting.
She very specifically states that she's like, I like being 6 steps ahead and, trying to save you with the big decisions, but I can't factor in all the little tiny decisions that lead up to the big ones. And I'm like, shoot, you're right. You can try and plan as much for the future, but any little thing can throw, a wrench into the plan.
So again, back to like the bracelet thing, Annabeth is blaming herself. If you wanted to, you could blame Luke for that. He lied to her about something and told her that it was important when it wasn't. And, you could be bitter about that if you wanted to, but like, it's also not a thing that's his fault. Thalia's death isn't either of their faults. Cause and effect are an esoteric thing, and, but she's also right in that because you can never know where something is going to lead, you just have to make the best choices you can and not get bogged down by blaming yourself from things in the past, is what I personally think. But,
So, but, Percy helps lift her up, and it's like, you can't worry about it, guys. You can't. You can't worry about those things, and we can figure it out together. Remember what Percy said? Talking about it makes it less scary. Right? So, flashback, Annabeth was captured, and it seems like used like for bait for the other ones. So, it seems like maybe they were gonna eat all of them. I don't know.
And this is where we get to see Thalia crash through the window. I'm like, Thalia, the door's right there, man. Like,
no, she's gotta crash through the ceiling, like crash